Hello, good morning students. Today we have the history class and I hope that you were attending the classes, not only mine. I am saying that all the classes the teachers were sending to your through your Google Classroom or WhatsApp group. You have to attend it in order to study or in order to get all the information through the school which we are sending. And my dear students, don't waste your time. Some of you are entering in the class and leaving immediately. What is the use of taking the classes? I am not here for accusing you or blaming you, but you have to understand the seriousness of the school, the education. And today, by history class, I want to just fresh up your memories. What we were taking about the history chapter 5th. What's it? It was that traders to rulers. How the European traders, they came to India. We have studied already that part. Why they are coming? Because they need to have trade with the Indian resources we have. What all resources we have already studied also. The crops we have in India, cotton, silk, and also the commercial things we have, the silk, and also the spices, different types of spices. And these people, Europeans, after they cannot enter through the road routes, that crossroads of Constantinople, after captured by the Turks, the crossroad stopped. They could not enter to the eastern part of the world through the crossroad. And the first one who find out the sea route, the Vasco da Gama, the Portugal man, the famous man. After he find out the sea route to India, others also understood that there are many resources in India and they are making profit by making the trading with Indian resources, and other people, other Europeans also start to come. In that way came British people, Dutch people and French people that we have already studied, and they started to fortify their establishment here. In that way they make the factories. What are things included in the factories we have already studied. Their godown, their officers to stay there, the quarters, and their officers here in order to keep their records of business and all those things. And they got the farman from the Indian emperors. Mughal emperors were there. Jahangir gave the farman the right to trade with India, and the British people got the trading right. Exclusively the British government got the trade right with India, and they got the right from this right they got from this first queen of the first Elizabeth I. The queen was at that time in 16th century. She gave the royal charter to have the exclusive trade with India to the British. And they were starting their own settlements in India. And they have started to make their own army. We have already studied that part also. How they improved or fortified their armies. Not only British soldiers, they had a mixed band with the British soldiers and the Indian soldiers. And Indian soldiers were called sepoys. That all things we have already studied. And now today we are going to study about the Carnatic wars which were in India. How many Carnatic wars were there? How they started, where it started, when it started. We have to study about that today. Then let us go to the Carnatic wars. Carnatic wars were started in India, in the southwestern part of India. That means near Karnataka, Carnatic place. So it is called Carnatic wars. Mainly with whom? With the English and the French people. British and France. And why it is started? They already started with their own forces, army forces they have already in India, where they set up their factories. They already started with their own armies. And they think they have something in India to fortify their establishment. Then the European war was going on in 17. This Carnatic war was started with the Anglo-French war, and it started in 1744 to 1763. 3 Carnatic wars from 1744 to 1763. And why it is started? At that time in Europe there was a war, Austrian war, which was going on. And in that time the French and the British were in opposite section. In Europe there were French and Europe, they were in opposite party. And because of that itself, these Carnatic war started to avoid the French. It was a major strong opposition for British people in India. So they wanted to remove the French position in India. Because of that, they started the war between French and British people attacked the French. But in the first Carnatic war, which was started in 1744 up to 48, in 1744 to 48, between whom? Between French and British people. And when the French, this European war ended in Europe, here also it was finished, the first Carnatic war in Carnatic places between French and English. And in that war, French captured Madras. In this first Carnatic war between French and British, the French captured Madras and the British people failed in the first Carnatic war. In which 1744. and it lasted up to 1748. In that, French got Madras and British lose. And at the end of the European War, since Britain had won in that European War, French gave back the Madras to British. Clear up to here? The first Carnatic War? Okay. Then come to the second Carnatic War. Second Carnatic War is also between English and French. What is the reason in order to happen this British-French war in Second Carnatic War? It happened in 1748, not 1744. The Second Carnatic War was started from 1748 to 17. Oh, sorry. This is only for Carnatic Wars, 1744. This Second Carnatic War was happened in 1748 to 1754. Because of what this war started? This Second Carnatic War was started because when in Nawab of Arcot, after his death, there was a war of succession. Who will be the next person to the throne? Then the English people, they had a great army force. French also had a great army force. But these people, they were making war between them in order to get the succession of the Arcot. That means in Karnataka, Arcot in Karnataka, and they wanted to take possession of Arcot. British people and French people, they wanted to take the possession there. But the British people won in that. They take the possession of the Arcot and they put their candidate in throne of Arcot. So Arcot captured by British people. And later Hyderabad also, the Nizam of Hyderabad also died. After his death, there was also the war of succession, and in that, even though the French candidate was there, he was not came to throne. And this war continued between English and French for having the throne into their hands. But the Indian people will keep quiet when they see that they are attacking our country. Only they came for trade and now they come to interfere our political affairs. This is not nice. So the Indian people also, they also started to ally with them. And after that, what happened is they made a Puducherry Treaty, Pondicherry Treaty. After the end of the war in 1754, the war ended with the Treaty of Puducherry. In that treaty, they said, that means English and British people, they said, we will not interfere any political affairs. So they made a treaty between the Indian emperors and or Indian kings at that time, Mughal emperors. With them, they made a treaty. The treaty is known as Puducherry Treaty, and in that they said, we will not interfere in your political affairs. We will make our trades with you. and it was only a false promise. You have to know that, because they wanted to expand their position in India, not only for trade. They came to extend their territories in India. But the Indian people, not that much of strong army they had. Because of that, they could do what they wanted. Anyway, after having finished the Second Carnatic War in 54, again the war was continued in India between the English and French in 56 up to 63. Why it started? At that time in Europe also there was a war between French and English, 7 years war there. And here also 7 years war, from 56 to 63, 7 years war in India also. Because of what? They wanted to keep their positions in India. British from their part, French from their part. And what happened at last? The British against French. British gained more positions in Bengal and Hyderabad. British got many positions for them in Bengal and Hyderabad. But what happened in 1760? At one divorce in Tamil Nadu, and at one divorce, the British people totally defeated French people and got all the Indian possessions by the British people. So in this Third Carnatic War from 56 to 63, 7 years war. And in that, British and French people, they were made a war, like the war at that time was in Europe also, between French and British. And in this war, the British won and the French lost all their possessions in India. And what happened at last? In 60, British defeated French at one divorce in Tamil Nadu, and in that French lost all their Indian possessions. And they made a treaty. At the end of the war, usually made a treaty in order to stop the war. Like that, here, Second Carnatic War ended with the Puducherry Treaty. Here they made a Treaty of Paris. The treaty is known as Treaty of Paris in 1763, and this 7 years war ended with that treaty and restored every French possessions to the French people. What they lost before they got it. But they could not fortify their right to extend their territories in India. They can only do their trade between India. But in this First Carnatic War, in that French captured Madras, so they defeated British. In the Second Carnatic War, British won and they succeeded. They got the they had the throne of Arcot in Karnataka. They got the throne of Karnataka, Arcot, and they French lost their possessions here also, and they made a treaty of Puducherry. And they said also in that treaty, they made sign by saying that they will never interfere in the political affairs or local matters of the place. political affairs of India. But they again started their war of succession, war of trade, war of possession in 1756 with the Third Carnatic War. In that, British gained more possessions in Bengal and Hyderabad and French lost. And they made a Treaty of Paris. And in that Treaty of Paris, the French people restored all the French possessions they lost with the British. Britain gave back all their lost places, and the British French people completely defeated by the British people. And the British won, the French people lost. But they continued to have a trade with India, the French people. Only trade. Clear? All these First Carnatic War 1744 to 48 with between French and British, and the French won in this First Carnatic War, and Second Carnatic War in 1748 started up to 54, and in this British won and French defeated, and again in that they made a treaty of Puducherry. They said in that treaty they will not again interfere. We could see in the Third Carnatic War they were again interfering in the Indian places, Indian local affairs, Indian political affairs. They were starting to have or capturing our Indian places to British. And British won, French defeated in the Third Carnatic War, which was 7 years war from 56 to 63. And here we have finished our second part of the chapter. I hope all of you have cleared this part, and I will send you a video, 2 video clips, and watch that. Listen and watch my video classes, and then after that you go to the back of the lesson and find out the question answers up to here. And in the next day we will have the class history from the trading company to political power in India. How it was happened in India, from the trading company to the political power in India of the British people. Okay, clear? Thank you everybody for having patience to listen. Okay, thank you.